Now let's take another example where instead of describing what I want to build, how about we take, so the common example we have within automation is around, hey, the invoice comes in, we want to be able to extract the information using OCR and probably trigger a workflow based on the information that has been extracted. So what I would do is I'll go into AI Builder and I would go into the models that are already pre-built. So this is out of the box. You don't have to be doing anything or building or training any model here, right? We've done that part for you. And you have a magnitude of models that have been predefined here. So I'm going to showcase two simple examples. The first one is extracting information from invoices. It can be invoices, it can be delivery notes, it can be any document that comes in to or purchase orders, right? So I'm going to say, yes, I want to extract information from an invoice, and I'm going to probably upload an invoice that I recently traveled for. So this is the invoice, and within a second, it's been able to understand, the AI has been able to recognize the components within the invoice, and it has given me the first answers. Who is the customer, Microsoft Deutschland, what is the invoice ID, the total amount, the service date, and it has also been able to itemize the items on my bill on what are the things that I spent this money on. So prior to this, and that's why I said the era of AI is really here, all of this would be possible only in the hand of select few. If now a user is going into automate and trying this, everyone can do this. Literally, I had no experience before coming into this call on how to use Power Automate. I just described what I want, right? Let's take another example where I say, hey, we have a lot of emails coming in from customers, and oftentimes we want to extract the information from the email. So let's say customers asking, hey, what is the status of my shipment? Shipment number is this. What is the status of my complaint? Complaint number is this. So what we can do there is use the latest feature, which is around create text, answer questions, summarize documents, and move with GPT, right? So this is a pre-built model. And what we can do is, there are some sample data that we have given so that you can take it from there. So you don't have to start from scratch. So I'm going to say extract information from text, right? So this is the simple example of email coming in, people trying to understand what's this email about. So this is the text. Good morning, blah, blah, blah. We have these kind of containers. What is the status of these containers? And let us know. Please reach out to us. Okay, so I'm going to take the first standard example, and then I'm going to put in my own example just to see if the AI is able to understand this. So here I give the instruction to extract container numbers and registration numbers in the text below, right? And if the text below is less than a couple of words, answer that it can't extract the information. So I'm saying test it out, and hopefully the AI gets what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I'm going to show it to you side by side. This is the container number, right? And I said extract the container numbers. On the left, it has been able to extract all the container numbers. And I said capture the registration numbers, and it's been able to capture the registration numbers. Within literally 2 clicks, where I said, this is what you need to extract, and this is what the summary should be. Now let's take another example where I want to say, hey, I'm just getting some, I as a customer, I'm putting a lot of complaints somewhere and it's being unanswered, right? So I'm going to say, I'm going to change this text, right? And I'm going to say, this is the start of my text. And the command I'm going to give it is this. And I'll just go into this in case people are not able to follow up on what I'm doing on the screen. So I put in a text below and I said, hey, I'm not having a great customer service in the last 2 weeks. I've been trying to reach out to you on number portability, a common challenge which we all have across the globe. And please help me. And if you don't, I threaten the company, and I will make sure this is visible on social media, right? Happens so many times where we threaten someone saying I'm going to take a legal action, blah blah blah, and I've given my name and I've given my number, right? And as a command, what I've said is summarize the customer sentiment in a few words, extract the customer name and the phone number, and check if the email talks about social media. And the reason why I give this example is, imagine if you as a company are getting a lot of emails, and if someone says, hey, I'm going to take this on social media and make sure that you have an impact, or I'm going to take a legal action, right? What I as a customer should be doing is immediately jump on this request and say, hey, someone's going to take our company down if we don't address this in time soon. So let's take action. So this is what I have tried to do in the example, and I've summarized this, and I'm going to say, test this out. And there you go. Within a second, it's been able to say the customer sentiment is negative based on the text that I've written and all the things inside it. I've put my name, I've put my number, and yes, because I say social media, it checks if there is a social media flag and it says yes. And all I have to do that after this is to build or use this model in a flow in an app, right? So we've literally taken down the amount of time to build these things from years, months, weeks to minutes. And never before has this been possible anywhere in any platform across the globe.